Let's go! Last class. This is Warrior time. Madness at the Darkmoon Faire Lightforge tier list valuation stream. We've reached it. We've reached the end. I'm Adwicta.
Well, this isn't the end. We have legendaries after
Meh.
this. Yeah. All right, let's talk about Warrior, and then we can get to the last video.
It is almost 1 a.m. This video slash podcast recording will bring us into 1 a.m.
No one really cares about legendaries.
Oh yeah, right. Actually, people seem to care the most about legendaries for whatever reason.
Which is why we're separating out. But if you're a true arena player, you don't care about legendaries.
That's true.
However.
All right. Now we're gonna have the best card for. Okay, so first of all, I want to say a mea culpa on this because we had Troublemaker rated very low the entire last expansion, but now that we've changed our mana system, Troublemaker is the second best card in Warrior at a 260, which I think a lot of people think is its rightful place. So. You guys are vindicated in the end, huh?
How low did we have it?
Oh, we had it at like a 140 or something. It was pretty low.
In the old system, it was...
Okay, in the old system, it was low-ish, but it was still not like this high, you know? Like, this is above Claw Machine, right? In the old system, it would have certainly been like 20 points below Claw Machine. So yeah, Claw Machine again is the anchor for this set. It is 230, and above it in the old set is Imprison Gnarg at 241, and Azatha's First Mate at 248. One mana cards for warriors that give it weapons are just like really good. And then Troublemaker at 260, and Reaper's Scythe at 281. But a card in this set, in this Darkmoon Faire set, is going to beat them all. To nobody's surprise, it is Sword Eater. 4 mana, 2/5 pirate with taunt, battle cry, equip a 3/2 sword. That is a Fiery War Axe.
So it's a 304. I don't understand why you get so much for 4 mana. Like, let's just compare it with a Wrathy Weaponsmith, which is a modest 159. And you see that you're getting more stats, you get taunt, and you get a better weapon. Why? What's the point of this? Why did they make it that much better in like every single way than a Wrathy Weaponsmith? I don't understand.
They're trying to make pirates happen, man.
True. But anyways, easy to see why it is a super duper amazing premium card.
Yep. Alright, let's move on. Looking at that card upsets me. Like, these are all here, by the way. The Warrior's just gonna like play on turn 1 either N'Zoth's First Mate or Imprison Gnarg every time. Because there's 2 of them, they're both common. And, you know, their offering rates may be down, but they're still gonna get them. And then whatever they do for turn 2 is going to be some random 2-drop and some whatever 3-drop. And then by turn 4, they're going to Sword Eater. It's just... Okay. Alright. Moving on down. The next card that the Warrior has is a Tent Thrasher. 5 mana, 5/5 rush. And it's a dragon. That's pretty good, right? It also costs 1 less for each friendly minion with a unique minion type. So it synergizes with all tribes.
As long as it has a tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's good.
It's real good.
Like,
5 mana for a 5/5 rush is fine. And this will get cheaper. Because it doesn't matter what tribe it is. It's not dependent on dragons. It's not dependent on Murlocs or whatever. Whatever you got, it accepts.
Yeah, imagine turn 3, Bloodsail Cultist. Oh god. Turn 1, N'Zoth's First Mate. Turn 2, some random 2-drop. Turn 3, Bloodsail Cultist on the N'Zoth's First Mate weapon. And then turn 4, you will then be able to 10 Thrasher. Like, I don't know. And if you can't 10 Thrasher, you can always Sword Eater, right? This is silly. Ravaging Ghoul's back, by the way, too.
Mhm.
This is just ridiculous. All right, okay. Next is 126. 126 is like Ascetic Swamp Ooze. It is a 2 mana 3/2 mech. Battlecry, give a random minion in your hand +1/+1.
Extra stats.
Yeah, it's just extra stats. Next, 114. 114 is a bumper car. 2 mana 1/3 rush, mech. Death Rattle, add 2/1/1 riders with rush to your hand. So, a 1/3 rush is not particularly great, but you do get 2 more 1/1 rushes in your hand. It's a weird card.
It's a weird card. You also see them pushing this Warrior Menagerie thing, which is pretty weird because now we just talked about 2 class cards, which are mechs. We saw a Tent Trasher, which is a dragon. You've seen a pirate and the Sword Eater. They're really trying to push this strange menagerie thing. So you get a lot of support for this multiple tribe thing that Tent Trasher is trying to do.
Yep. It's overall powerful enough to get a 114, which is pretty good. Yeti is at a 94 in Warrior. Yeti's low because Warrior has been adjusted so much because it has so many ridiculously good cards. Moving on. Next one, Stage Dive. Stage Dive is a 98. It is a rare card, 1 mana. Draw a rush minion. Corrupt. Give it +2/+1. So the +2/+1 are rush stats if you can corrupt it, and it's a 1 mana card. So unless you're playing on turn 1, you've probably corrupted it, and that's what makes it really decent.
It's a 98, so it's fine. It's like around where a Yeti is. It's actually better than a Yeti in Warrior by a little bit. Because giving stats to a rush minion is pretty good.
Yep. You are paying for it, though. You're paying 1 mana, but you're getting more stats than that. You just have to wait for it to get corrupted. All right. Moving on down. Moving on down even more. Next is 60. 60 is where Felfin Navigator lives. Silver Moon Guardian. So you're now in the area of the not good 4-drops. Minefield is the card. 2 mana, deal 5 damage, randomly split among all minions. Which realistically means you're not going to play this unless your side of the board is empty. And then it'll deal 5 damage and hopefully clear your opponent's board.
Yep. It's just really awkward to use. Like, it's okay sometimes, and you can think of situations in which it's better, but it's going to be really awkward a lot of times.
Yeah. You know how this card works. We have had Shavera for a while now. Shavera is 6 mana, 6/3, and it deals 6 instead of 5. Same idea. It's just you can't use it all the time when you want to use it. Otherwise, it'd be too good. So it's never like a premium card. And here, you also have like a very small card. But it is a utility card. I can see myself taking it and playing around with it. But we don't rate it particularly high right now. Everyone in chat says we forgot the Ringmaster's Baton because everyone thinks that Ringmaster's Baton is supposedly good or something. Ringmaster's Baton's a 52. It's a terrible card. It's a 2 mana 1/3 weapon. Like, I don't know. Is that supposed to be good? Keep in mind, all the warrior stuff gives you weapons. So the fact that this has 3 charges is really, really, really terrible. And it's not like its ability is a battle cry. Its ability has to keep this weapon alive to be able to use. So its ability is after your hero attacks, give a mech, dragon, and pirate in your hand +1/+1.
You have to have those in your hand. And if you're just saying, well, I might have one in my hand, or like, I should have one in my hand. Okay, great. But in order for you to extract all of its value, you need to have this as your weapon for 3 turns.
Yeah, that's not
We've
happening.
already talked about the best cards in Warriors are their weapons. So, what are you doing? Or if what you're doing is playing N'Zoth's First Mate or Imprison Gnarg on 1, you can't play this on 2. If you're playing it later, when are you playing it later? After you've used your Sword Eater? Before it? You can't do it before it. It's like, this is what the algorithm does. It calculates sort of like the opportunities that you will actually have to use this weapon. The effect isn't big enough, and it's just not powerful enough
Is
for you to use this instead of the amazing other weapons that Warrior has. The fact that you are eating up the slot for the Arcanite Reaper, for the Sword
mm-hmm.
Eater, for the whatever, like, it's too big of a cost for not that much of an upside. That's really the problem. That it costs your weapon slot. And in order for you to actually gain any sort of value potentially back, what is the like it costs you the use of the slot in for further turns down. And if you're not using that, and if you're just saying, well, no, I have to use my Arcanite Reaper right afterwards, well, then it sucks. So it sucks either way. That's the thing.
Yep. Like when you see 3 durability on a weapon in the warrior and it deals 1 damage, like it better really make up for it, and it doesn't.
It
Like
really doesn't. Yeah.
yeah, like people who think this is good probably think like Sword of Justice is still good, and Sword of Justice is not good anymore. Like that's kind of where it's at. And Sword of Justice in a warrior would be terrible.
Yep.
All right, next up is Feat of Strength, 3 mana. Give a random taunt minion in your hand +5/+5. Um, so it's like a buff that has no initiative for +5/+5 for 3 mana, and it costs a
You have to have
card.
a taunt in your hand.
Yeah, let's have the taunt in your hand. But
At the same time, it is a decent amount of stats, and taunt minions are like, those are the things you want the stats on. But of course, super situational, not it's not something you want. It's a 30.
mm-hmm. And then that's it. No,
Okay.
it's all the cards that are non-legendary in Darkmoon Faire. What do you think, Merps? What do you think about this whole warrior setup?
The setup really, it's just like, man, hope that you get a good amount of sword eaters, because that thing is ridiculous. Tent Trasher is great. um Look, you're still going to be playing this kind of like tempo uh oriented style that you are with warriors. Nothing really changes about the fact that weapons are just really good. So yes, you're going to be using the sword eater a lot, the reaper scythe. You're going to try to finish off with the troublemaker, and just all of the neutral tools that they have as well. Depends on the offering rates. Depends on how often you get these
Mm-hmm.
weapons and everything. But weapons are going to play a large part, because the weapons are the best part of warriors in any meta, but especially this meta, with their small weapons and their mid-sized weapons.
Yep. And that's warrior. It's gonna be powerful. They have this menagerie thing going that they're trying to get going, and it'll probably work maybe in constructed. But in arena, it's gonna be going to be a little odd because honestly, in Arena, and I guess in Constructed too, it's all kind of the same thing, right? Like if you have a tag, you have a tag. You're not like you may think like, oh, it's more likely for me to have a pirate and a dragon than like two pirates, but that's not true. They're just all cards. So the Menagerie thing it's kind of a red herring when it comes to the arena. Like it makes it seem like, oh, it's more flexible, but really, in order to get most of its benefits, you need to do everything, and then it's just as inflexible as like a one single tribe. Um, so yeah, you see that we don't give the Menagerie cards too much additional points. You can try to make it work, but that's the kind of synergy that just kind of falls apart in arena more often than not. But the cards are good, just like raw power. All right, that's it. All the cards. Let's. I want to give a shout out to ZD Man for doing the whole algorithm with me and all the changes we made to the mana thing. As you can see, everything is different. Everything has changed. A lot of work went into this. We're all recovering from lack of sleep, and more so after this. We will be launching the tier list on Tuesday morning, not tomorrow or today rather, which is Monday already. So check it out. Then you will have the whole tier list and all the final scores at that point. Yeah, that's it from me. You have anything to add, Merps?
Shout out to all the viewers out there, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube. Thank you for watching. We're happy that you somehow find this enjoyable. So thank you guys, and see you in the last video when we go through all the legendaries.
Legendaries. See ya.
Bye.